Welcome to Nashville, Tennessee, First Bank Stadium, home to the Commodores of Vanderbilt. As we'll see, the Groupers taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the Vanderbilt Commodores. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. And the Commodores will put toe to leather to crank us up. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Groupers offense will have the football first. Every team has impact players. What traits are you looking for when it comes to players who can make an impact, David?
Well, obviously, you want the main things, right? Speed, physicality, all power, all those things are really, really good. But you also need guys that will hold people accountable, guys that will lead. And it's nice to have those guys on your team. They're the leaders of the team, and they're the best players.
And part of the reason why they're leaders is because these guys galvanize their teammates, right? We've seen time and time again, these dudes make plays, and it just sparks the sideline. It sparks the coaching staff. It sparks the fans. They're special players, and they all have to play well today.
They'll run the option. Now the toss. Turning it on. Got enough for the first down. And that's what this option will do to you. They got the pitch man free, and he was off to the races. Leaves it with the running back. And he runs through one tackle and picks up a few. And the Groupers can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. They'll move the tight end. He'll do it himself. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. The Groupers are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Muscling ahead on 3rd and short. Knocked down in the backfield, and that'll bring up 4th down. And here comes the punt team. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. The Commodores offense will take the field for the first time. And for their sake, they better hope they've solved some of the turnover and protection issues that just plagued them in a nightmare of a game last week, David.
It was not a good performance. And this offense has got to grow. It's got to get better. And they've got to find some ways to move the football. They've got to throw the football, but we can't turn it over. Jesse, those are the critical mistakes. More games are lost than won. And last week, too many turnovers for this quarterback.
Well, they just had too many negative plays and too many turnovers in that game to win. They believe they've got the dudes offensively to win games so long as they stay on schedule. But when you're going backwards and you're giving the offense on the other side more possessions because you turn it over, that's a recipe for disaster, and that's something they have to be able to avoid in this game.
A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop. Leaves it with the back. There he goes. It's a fumble. And the defense jumps on it, and they get that turnover.
And that's a huge play by the defense. Great job and great effort getting to the ball carrier and swatting at the football, knocking it out, and then falling on it for a massive fumble recovery.
All right, guys, so here's the offense back on the field again. From the gun, running back on the move. This defensive front just ran free in the backfield. He'll lose 3. A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. Look out, he's got room. Got enough for the first down and wants more. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
This is an offense that can move the sticks in a whole lot of different ways. Now you're seeing it on the option here. Great job by the quarterback. Reading the defense, there's nobody there taking him, so he puts his foot in the ground, he gets upfield, and he's got really nice elusiveness once he's out in the open field. He shows you that on that explosive play, picking up the first.
Wide receiver going in motion. Give to the back. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Complete to the left. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the first down. And the groupers are rolling down the field. He'll pull it on the read. And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain. They ran it on first down, now on 2nd. On the option. He'll pitch it. And that one will go in reverse. The defense all over that pitch on the option. Here comes the option. And he'll lose yardage on this play. Loses 2 yards. Great job by the defense. So they'll send out the field goal unit. He's going to try to punch one through from 45 yards away. Absolutely perfect. And with that, they break the seal on the scoring. It's 3-0.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They'd love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. That's reeled in. It's Starling. Caught, and he's close to a first down on the nice pickup there. The Commodores in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Caught in the backfield. It's Starling. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Quarterback on the keeper. And they make the stop, and that will likely bring us to the end of the first quarter. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with 2nd down. Lots of time left and ready to go back at it here in the 2nd quarter. And the Commodores with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. On the run, it's Turner. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. See if they can turn this drive into points. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. Wants to go up top on first down. Grab behind the line. It's Turner. And they're going to lose yardage there. The defense completely owning the front. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Quickly to the tight end. And he's knocked down immediately, but a good pickup on that play. The Commodores come to the line on 3rd down, trying to keep this drive alive. From the gun, wants to pass. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover.
Pass interference, defense.
And the pass interference penalty is costly, wiping out the turnover. Looking to throw on first down. Catch in the middle, it's Starling. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. The give to the back. Defense holds their ground. Pickup of a yard. It's at the 26. And the Commodores come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. Inside the 15. Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 11. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on first down. Going to try to pop one on the screen. He's all the way down to the 2-yard line. Just spectacular execution there. Going to work on 2nd down, and the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Going to run it. It's Turner. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down. Trying to pound it in. Touchdown, Vanderbilt. Great job by the back on the option. precision blocking up front, created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point makes it 7-3. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Dynamite matchup in the Big Ten, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Rutgers is currently working from behind, but how many times have we said that and then witnessed something special happen? This time of year, you just never know. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Illinois. Just another week in the Big Ten where the only constant is chaos, fellas.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Under fire. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13. The defense coming up big there, and the sack is great, but the secondary deserves some credit too.
No doubt. When you can cover like that in the secondary and drop back in your zone and only rush a few, and you feel comfortable getting home, and they're going to get to the quarterback, that is a great feeling, and that's fun to be a defensive coordinator calling the plays.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. The option look. He'll keep it himself. He did not make it a stone wall on third down. The groupers will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He'll signal for and make the fair catch right around midfield. Vanderbilt has the ball again, and here comes that Commodore offense. Really good balance on that last drive. They mixed it up all over the place, Jesse.
Yeah, how nice, too, to have the defense on their heels, because at this point, they don't know what's coming at them. They had problems stopping everything that last drive did.
So I think this defense would come back with a little more aggressiveness. I mean, they let them have what they wanted. Now they got to dictate to this offense a little bit more.
The Commodores are at the line looking to convert on third and short. Gets it past the marker. The offense lines up at the 41 with a 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. They're working that left side. And he's going to be taken down, but there's a penalty flag on the field.
Holding. Offense.
Amazing how many times an offensive holding penalty will stall a drive. We'll see if the offense can overcome it. Here's the snap, itching to fire downfield. The sure hands, it's Fowler. He makes the stop almost as soon as he catches it, and they're short of the 1st down. Looking to fire. Tight end finds a soft spot. That's a really good tackle there, giving up some size and still making the play. Now facing a 3rd and long. Motion from the back. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. A strike downfield. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a 1st down. Looking downfield on 1st down. Makes the grab. It's Turner. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Back to pass. Caught close to the marker. It's Starling. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. From the red zone, looking for a man. Finds his big tight end. Takes it all the way down to the 4 after making the grab, and they're set up. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the 1st half. Wide out trying to get it in. And he's going to score. Touchdown Doors!
You know, there's so many coaches out there in 2-minute situations at the end of the half with the lead that'll just be happy taking the lead into halftime. This guy's staying aggressive, though. Pedal to the metal, David, and you saw it paid off there for the touchdown.
And let's finish this half now. And now we got a nice lead. Built a little bit of a lead, but the defense has to go back out there. There's still a little bit of time. So get that stop to keep that momentum you just got, and everybody will be jacked up at halftime.
And the extra point makes it 14-3. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. From the gun, running back gets to give. Oh, he's got some space. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. From the gun, the running back has it. They'll mark him down at the 40 after ripping off 10. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Now from the 40, it's 1st and 10. Looking for a physical attack from the gun.
A nice job being gap sound by this defense. And here you go. Watch what this offense does. They'll get right back on the ball, and they'll go really quick, so you got to be prepared.
They'll switch it up here and look to throw. Here comes the heat. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to fight another play. Let's see what they find in the playbook for 3rd and long from the 43. From the gun, wants to pass. Firing deep. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive.
You know, as a defensive back, you want to force the quarterback to make plays way outside towards the sideline. That's a long throw. It requires a lot of arm strength and a lot of touch at the same time. Great job forcing the play out wide, making the big interception.
Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. To the air on 1st down. Snagged in the middle. It's Starling. Recovered by the defense, and he's off. Wide open spaces.
You know, this is a receiving group that practices making catches in traffic, and they're used to having guys trying to rip it free. He's got to do a better job of keeping 5 points of pressure. After he makes the catch, that's a costly giveaway.
And it's 1st down, but they'll try the field goal in the closing seconds of the first half. And he'll try to keep that smooth leg swing going for the 2nd time today, this one from 34 yards out. And he curls that thing just inside the left upright. That'll make it a 1-possession game. The lead is 8.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Boys, you never quite know what to expect there in Nashville, and we've had a lively first half. And there's no more fitting place to begin than with this stud receiver and how he's dominated the first half. Some guys have the ability to elude and evade. This young man is a true 3-level threat. Short passes, the intermediate game, and then the deep ball. He is a problem, and I don't think this defense has the solution.
And the groupers will boot it away to start the 2nd half. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Vanderbilt has it back and heading out to go on the attack. They have the lead to start the 3rd quarter, but I'd imagine ball security was a topic at halftime.
Yeah, and I think you take the lead and you try to stay optimistic with your team, but you also say, guys, if we had taken care of the football, this lead would be even bigger, and we might have already knocked them out already, Palmer.
It's just about eliminating the mistakes at this point. You're right. This thing would be over if they hadn't shot themselves in the foot. So ball security, that is at a premium as this game goes on.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. And the Commodores will line up to punt it away. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. Wants to bring it back. Working his way on the return up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the offense out on the field to go back to work. yards away from the defender. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down. Wide receiver comes in motion. They'll leave it with him. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. The groupers come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. They'll run the option. Nice job to keep it himself, find the first down marker, and move the change for this offense. Wants to go up top on first down. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48.
All right, that's one the offensive line has got to be able to communicate and pick up. When that inside linebacker comes running through the A gap or the B gap, those O-linemen, they've got to work together, and they've got to pass guys off to one another to make sure they pick him up. They didn't do it that time.
And the groupers trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. To the air on second down. Quickly out to the tight end. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Holding. Offense.
Just an obvious holding call there, and one that just kills an offense's momentum. Second down, they'll go to the air. Got his man downfield. Jumped on top of the pile. Let's see what they do on third down. Now the play fake. He lofts one down the sideline. And the DB forcing the incomplete pass with the deflection. The groupers will send out the punt unit. It'll go out of bounds, and we'll see where they mark it. It's going to be right around the 35. Motion from the wide receiver. The give to the tailback. Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42. The Commodores can really attack on this second and short. Unloads quickly. And an absolutely fearless tackle. Giving up size, still got him on the turf. Tries to surge ahead on the sneak. And he just needed a few inches, and the defense was surly and nasty and said, no, sirree. Big tight end makes the grab. First down, still on his feet. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. Touchdown, Commodores! He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch it. No step back in week 3. They have been sharp as they extend the lead.
Well, they worked the play action, and he had his guy outside one-on-one on the go route, and there was no question who was going to be getting the football on this one. Phenomenal job stacking the defender on the route. He gets in behind him, able to make the catch way down the field, and then run it in for the touchdown.
And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, your game is a big one, but so is this battle right now inside the American. Temple is ahead right now in South Philly, but this game is a long way from being over. Better hold off on the run to Geno's for the time being. They're up by 6 over North Texas. Ought to be fun, fellas, to see how things play out in this notable matchup in the American.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. They go to the ground. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. And this offense just has to find a way to convert this third down, or else they are really in trouble. Quick spin on the run. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38. Now on the option. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. And the groupers have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Creates a little room. Breaks into the open. Tripped up for the tackle. This defense will try to force a 4th down on 3rd and short from the 45. To the ground to try to pick up the first. Runs through a tackle. They get this sophomore on the ground, but he continues to make plays. The groupers are marching down the field.
First down for the offense.
Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. Got rid of it just in time. That pressure got to him, and he just had to chuck it out of bounds. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. He'll do it himself. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. This will be the 8th play of the drive, but a great opportunity for the defense to get off the field. Motion from the wideout. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Makes the grab. It's Sheffield. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. So this field goal unit has been getting the job done. They've already made a couple here today. And he missed it. No good. Guys, you want every little bit you can get, and they got nothing there. 15-point game. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Opening snap of this drive comes from the 38-yard line. Looking to throw on 1st down. That's caught. It's Fowler. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
First down, Commodores.
Well, guys, Vanderbilt has the lead here as the quarter comes to a close. They built a comfortable lead after 3 quarters of play. Let's take a look at how we got here. As we start the 4th quarter, it'll take a pretty sizable comeback to win this one. They'll go back to work with a 1st down in the final period. Wants to throw on 1st down. Got it in the middle. It's Starling. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the 1st down. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. And the Commodores really need to keep this drive alive on 3rd down. Now with a great opportunity as they pick up the 1st down. They've got it at the 40. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll run it out of the shotgun. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. They've been running it, but now the pass. Caught in the backfield, it's Turner. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Active hands from the defense forcing that incomplete pass. The Commodores decide to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. And that is an excellent punt as it lands out of bounds inside the 10-yard line. And the offense back on the field, ready to dial up ball plays. He'll start this drive firing. Looking left. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on. Running back searching for a hole. Finds some running room. He'll pick up 4 out to the 12. This is the type of play that can give the offense momentum. 3rd and short from inside the 20. From the gun, wants to pass. And he is snowed under. Sacked at the 7.
That's a good example there of complementary defense. The DBs and linebackers are playing zone, they're playing their spaces, and they force the QB to have to hold the ball, try to work through his progressions, and then the pass rush, they win up front.
Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. 4th down attempt coming. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. A bold decision to go for it on 4th down, and one that did not pay off. Makes the grab on the left. Crisp execution in the passing game, and they've got it down to the 3. Now on 2nd and goal.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
Trying to bully their way in. And he gets it back to the 4-yard line. No farther than that, no gain on the play. They've converted 3rd downs all day long, and now a chance to get a touchdown on 3rd and goal. Looking for the goal line. And they've got him down after the short completion, but they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They've already put this game in a hammerlock, and now they'll go for the submission hold on 4th and goal. On the ground. Touchdown, Vandy. And the route is on. They push the lead out here in the 4th quarter and close to getting back on track and going 2-1.
And was there ever any doubt, guys? 4th and goal, you got to turn around, give it to your bell cow. Just know he's going to find a way to get it in the end zone, and he did exactly that.
And with the extra point, the score is 28-6. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And finished the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. On the run from inside his own 5. Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. Here comes the offense back onto the field. Looking to throw on 1st down. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Lets it fly. Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. Throws to the wideout. And it falls incomplete, and the offense is lucky to have it. Defender right there almost had it in his grasp. They boot it away. And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. Vanderbilt has the ball again, and here comes that Commodore offense. Grabbed behind the line, it's Fowler. Turning it on! They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll run it to keep the clock moving. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 6. Wants to go up top. Finds the tight end. Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the 1st down. He just keeps piling up numbers with completion after completion in this standout performance.
And I think some people might say late in the game, you got the win, everything's in hand, be a little bit conservative, or you just say, I'm just going to keep doing me. And what I do with this offense is throw the football all over the yard, and I'm going to try to win me a big trophy at the end of the year.
And the Commodores with the 1st and 10. Off the RPO, complete. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play, in prime position for a score. We've reached a 2-minute timeout. In all likelihood, they could just run the clock out. We'll see if they want to rub a little salt in the wound. He'll pull it on the read. Touchdown, Vanderbilt! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. That one puts them in really good shape to get back on the right track and get another W.
Man, you've seen the evolution of the option, and you've seen the evolution with scrambling quarterbacks that can run and be so dynamic and just so much to defend. The quarterback says, forget that. You defend everything, I'll take it myself. In for 6.
And the extra point is good, and the lead is 35-6. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Hey, guys, just wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the Big 12. Kansas State needs to pick up the pace, but this puppy is far from over. And with this crowd there and the Little Apple behind them, I'm kind of banking on a comeback. They're trailing by just 4 to Kansas. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about in this one, the Big 12, or anywhere else. Ben?
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Leaves it with the back. Nice move there. There he goes. The freshman brought down after a really nice run there. It's 1st and 10 from the 31. They'll go to the ground. He gets nothing, and they keep plowing ahead with the running game, and they've got very little to show for it. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. They've made 3rd down offense a key. It'll be tested on 3rd and long from the 28. Fires to the wideout. Just a Baryshnikov-like move on the sideline to tap that toe and get the 1st down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Caught over the middle, it's Sheffield. Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the 1st down. Quarterback on the keeper. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a 1st down. And the groupers kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. Likely a lost cause, but they'll throw it again. Grabbed over the middle at Sheffield. And that is how we will wrap this one up. Well, this one had all the suspense of a bug hurtling his way toward a windshield, and they did splatter them. An absolutely dominating performance.
You got to give the coaching staff a ton of credit. They obviously had their guys ready to play and motivated right from the opening kick. All 3 phases we saw, just spectacular football. No mental mistakes, David. You really can't play better than that.
Nah, it's really fun to do this. Come out and just dominate opponents. Start from finish. Nothing to worry about. You just know you're better. You're going to do you, put up a bunch of points, and win by a lot of points.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.